Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a couple updates to go over with some Love After Lockup couples. We are going to talk about Jeff and Anissa today and Sarah and Shawn. So let's just jump right into it. The first couple, let's talk about Sarah and Shawn because this has been all over Reddit. I posted it yesterday morning on my Instagram and on my other social media accounts. But I had reported a few weeks ago, and I'll link that video down in the description, that Sarah and Shawn are in fact married. They have been married since I believe August, and Sarah is expecting Shawn's 7th child. Now, of course, there's been no photographic confirmation of that because, in my opinion, I think Sarah and Shawn are actually adhering to their NDA probably better than most couples on this show, but they were spotted out and about yesterday, and this photo was posted on Reddit. Now, it does show Sarah and Shawn together, and it does show Sarah that looks like pretty far along in her pregnancy. Now, I will say that Sarah is such an adorable pregnant person. I definitely did not look this cute in my 3rd trimester, so kudos to her. I was able to confirm that this photo was taken on Sunday at a zoo in Ohio, and they were actually there with Shawn's daughter, Gracie. I'm not sure, she's not in the photo, but they were there. Gracie is actually out in Ohio visiting them right now. From when I was told by her ex that she was expecting, that was in July. I think that she is due sometime around the end of the year, and it will be interesting to look because I have to believe that we have, I really don't know how many more episodes we have of this season, but it seems that we haven't even really hit our stride with the drama between these two on the show. Sarah just found out about him being engaged to Destiny and his kids. So there's still a lot to talk about and a lot that we know happens between the two that I'm assuming, would see on the show. So I guess we'll have to stay tuned. Now, let's talk about Jeff and Anissa for a moment because these two, Jeff, I think one of the bigger things that came out after his time on the show, theirs were one of the storylines that I felt like we were really gypped on. We had that epic fight between Jeff and Kyle, and then that was really like it for their storyline, and I felt like there was so much more potential there, and I was so sad that they weren't on this season of Life After Lockup. Hold that thought. So we did see on Jeff's Facebook that he did get his teeth fixed, which he looks phenomenal, and I'm so happy for him that he was able to do that. So they do have a shared Facebook account, but it looks like sometime in October, Jeff actually started his own Facebook. Okay, so yesterday, Jeff had this to say. He said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there for the world to know. While I was at work, Anissa has been having a threesome with," and I think this is supposed to say my brother Ed and his wife. "Ha, ain't that a bitch? I gave everything I had for him." So he is like really, it looks like pretty pissed off with his brother. Now let's go. There have been some comments, and Jeff actually was responding to comments. Here he says, "I'm happy as I ever been. Trust and believe. That's the only out. I think maybe that's the only way out without all the drama," perhaps is what that's supposed to say. "Ben knowing he was a snake. I'm built for this game." So it looks like the brunt of his hurt and anger is actually towards his brother and not towards Anissa. That's interesting. He also goes on to say, "Didn't want to tell anyone, but had to get it off my chest. Someone commented, 'You don't owe an explanation, but appreciate one. Sending lots of love your way.' Another one says, 'Damn, that's messed up. Glad you in doing better.'" He went on to post a bunch of photos, like a series of photos, and this is just kind of the cover of the album, I guess. And it says, "The single life ain't all that bad, living my best life by far, LOL." And then finally, this is actually a photo that he had posted on his Facebook of him and his brother Ed. So this is really interesting. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I don't have confirmation from the couple themselves, but I have been told that they are filming for Life After Lockup for the next season. So I'm assuming we're probably going to see this drama play out. This is some wild, next level family domestic issues. So we didn't see Jeff's family on the show, so it's hard to say, like, you know, who is this Ed person? We have no idea. How close was Anissa with Jeff's family? It's all very unknown, because with their original story on Love After Lockup, we just didn't get very much. They weren't introduced till pretty far into the season. And then we had, you know, Jeff had to go to the halfway house. We didn't have a lot with Jeff and Anissa together until really Jeff got in that fight with Kyle. So I feel like we really hardly know them as a couple. And so it'll be really interesting to, if they are in fact filming for Life After Lockup, if we actually get to see a more complete picture of this relationship. I will say that the source that I have spoken to is pretty reliable, so I think it's a pretty good bet that we will see them next season. So we do have Love During Lockup coming up. I think that's coming up next in January of 2022. I know that there are numerous couples already signed on for the next installment of Life After Lockup. And but I haven't heard of the next season, of when we can expect the next season of Love After Lockup. So I'll be waiting. That I'm excited about Love During Lockup, but I'm kind of, you know, cautiously optimistic, just because I don't know how much filming they can actually do. Like, is it going to be mostly just the person on the outside? Are we going to get any kind of behind the scenes look at life in prison? Because that would be really interesting. I think that's why a lot of people like the show Jailbirds, is you actually get an inside look where that's not just the visiting room or the interview room. So that would be really interesting if they're able to do that. I don't know, but we'll see. You guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments. You know, with Sarah and Shawn, we had confirmation. We've seen the marriage license. I was able to confirm that Sarah is pregnant. So we knew this, we just hadn't seen pictures. So now we saw a picture. This stuff with Jeff and Anissa is just wild. So I have so many questions. I would love to know more. And I really do hope that we do in fact see them on another installment of Life After Lockup. I will be an advocate for having Tony and Angela come back on the show, because they delivered some good television as well. So for some of these couples that we're tired of seeing, i.e. Lacey and Shane and John and Brittany and Marcelino, not that we don't like Brittany and Marcelino, but it's like, it's actually a compliment to maybe suggest that a couple has maybe graduated from the show. So, but there are couples that I would love to see back on. Jeff and Anissa being one, Angela and Tony being another. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Reality Squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.